Hi guys, what's going on? It is Laura Ventura with Pawz and All, and today we have Agatha here, and she is a Persian. She's very pretty. The only thing is that they haven't kept up with her fur, and therefore she is extremely matted. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I go ahead and shave a matted cat very carefully. I want to let you guys know that she is brand new here at Pawz and All, so I'm also going to show you how I go about handling a cat that is brand new in my van, that doesn't know me, and is gonna get, you know, the full work. So she's going to have to trust me, and this is one of the ways where I make them trust me, is I make them feel good and relaxed, and she really likes this. So that's a tip. If you guys have a new cat in your van, just take a little bit of time to like rub them down, see, you know, what feels good to them, just to have them relax, because I am gonna bathe her. So it's gonna be a big day for her. Yeah. Okay. Could tell she's completely belted. She has a really big one right here. They wanted a lion cut, but I told them that's not happening because I can't leave a mane on her. So I'm gonna shave her down, but I'm going to do a lion tail. And as you could tell, she wants these mats off. She is really uncomfortable, and she just wants to feel her skin again. She is declawed. That means that she does not have any claws on her. That's a personal choice for cat owners. Some people think it's evil. Some people, you know, make it happen because they don't want their furniture scratched up. But if you have a cat that's declawed, the chances of them trying to defend themselves and biting you, if they feel, you know, in fear or they're uncomfortable, they are more likely to bite because they do not have claws. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, these guys, Persians, they are very well-mannered. Most of them are not aggressive. They're very, very sweet cats for the most part. But again, let's see how she does. I'm ready for anything, but I just want to help her out. And we're gonna also give her a menthol bath, which I'm so excited about. She's gonna feel so much better. All right, guys, come with me on this journey. Let's do this together. I'm gonna put the cone on her just to protect me and her. And before anything, I'm gonna have her smell the clippers. Mama, smell. Smell. When you have a new animal in your van, and especially like if you're alone, make sure you take the time. Don't just jump in and do their nails and their ears. No, have them smell everything, because that's how they know that, you know, okay, she's introduced me to this, it's okay. And then I'll even turn on the clippers so she could feel the noise. You see, she got a little scared. She backed up a little bit. She doesn't like that. But she's gonna start knowing that I'm gonna make her feel good. So what I'm gonna do, if I have a really matted cat like this, I'm going to find the skin, okay? I'm not gonna just go into a mat and like dig, because that's how you're gonna open up that cat's skin and you're gonna nick them. I'm gonna go in with a 10, and if I have to go in with a 15, I will, okay? So I'm gonna find a spot where I could go ahead and start shaving. So you see how easy, and I'm going real slow. And I'm never gonna force that clipper. Before I force that clipper, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a shorter blade. Stay, mama. Cats also call me crazy, but they really like when humans talk to them. So she's looking around, and cats will do this. They will look around to find an exit or to, you know, just see where they're at. She's doing really, really good. And again, most Persians are sweethearts, but guys, if you have a long-haired cat, they cannot groom themselves. They do. They will try to groom themselves. But the thing is that if you're not brushing them, it's going to mat up. They also have a lot of undercoat. And that is what this is. This is an accumulation of undercoats and not brushing. So if you have a long-haired cat, at the least, you should be getting it groomed with a de-shedding treatment. Okay? Just to remove all that undercoat. And that way also, they'll be able to keep cool. Because when they have impacted hair, it stops the airflow to their skin. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. It's coming off in like really big pieces. And she's gonna feel minor pulling on her skin. Again, I'm going really slow. But this tugs a little bit, okay? Okay, so, and I also give them a break just so I could rub, yes, murmur. I could rub their skin and they could know that I'm not hurting them. And when you get a cat like this, if you're a groomer and they, you know, a client comes in and has a really matted cat, you do have to educate the client and you do have to say, hey, would you like me to put your cat on a schedule? Now for her, I would suggest maybe every 2 to 3 months. She will be grown out, but then that way I could keep up with her fur and they're not gonna have to shave her ever again, because if she was brushed out and combed out and nicely bathed every 2 to 3 months, she would keep her hair, would be gorgeous, okay? Another thing that I want to tell you guys is that when cats, some of them, when they get shaved, if they're not used to it, they will go ahead and hide, okay, for a couple of days. They feel naked, they feel stripped of their pride, but I have a lot of cats that love being shaved, are completely used to it, prefer not to have all that hair, and they will dance around my table after they're shaved. Alright, I'm going to take this off for her. And I'm going to start working on the really big mat that's on the side of her face. This one's pretty painful for her because every time she moves, you see how she's leaning into my hand? She wants it off. Every time she moves her neck, she feels it. Every time she moves her neck, her skin, those mats are tugging at her skin. This has been here for a while. So guys, like, I think about it and I'm like, how many people in their house have cats that look like this and are not doing anything about it? If you know somebody that has a cat that looks like this, oh my god, tell them that they need to go to a groomer ASAP. This is partially neglect, okay? Okay, do you see her feet kicking? You see her feet kicking, guys? This feels so, watch, it feels so good to her when this is gonna come off. She just wants to scratch that part because it's like, seriously guys, it's a rock. I know, Mama, you're almost done. You're almost off, Purple. Hold on. Guys, when it comes to cat grooming, especially a very matted cat, slow and steady wins the race. Do not try to rush this process. And make sure your blade is going underneath that mat, okay? Now, she could bite me right now if she wanted to because her face is right there, but she's not going to because she now understands what it is that I'm doing. And that's what you want to get to when you have a new cat. I know, Mama. And guys, I'm not here to judge anybody, but I am here to educate and let you guys know that this could happen if you guys are not grooming your cats regularly. Do not get a long-haired cat if you do not have the money or the resources, or if you do not want to learn how to brush out that cat and bathe that cat properly, okay? When people tell me, oh, cats bathe themselves, they do it all themselves. No, they don't. Absolutely not. And cats are on your bed, on your counters, on your kids. Guys, no. We're not living like this. No. Good girl. You see? She's like, take it all off me now. Good girl, Mom. I got you, baby. Yeah, I know. Alright guys, it's getting a little hot in here. So I'm going to turn on the AC. She might get a little spooked because the AC does make a little bit of a sound. But I'll turn it on, she'll be alright. You okay? I'm going to just wait on that. There you go. You see? She's like, what is that? It's okay, Murmur. It's just the AC. If you're going to introduce anything new to a cat, just give them a minute because they're really sensitive to sound. Say I'm going to like fill up a shampoo bottle. I would wait and not be using my clippers or any scissors if the water's going to be turned on because they're going to stop and do exactly what she did. Okay, so I'm going to turn her around. I've been able to get it through with a 10, which is good for the most part. Her belly area might be a different story, but we're going to she's a precious little queen. Okay, so Dad wants a lion cut. So that's what I'm gonna give her. Where are you going? Hey guys, I'm not doing this perfect right now. This is a pre-shave for her bath, and then I'm gonna dry her, I'm gonna bathe her, and then I'll perfect her at the end, okay? Back it up, back it up. Alright, she has another really big one right here. Again, she's going like that to her leg. But she's going to be able to feel her neck again. Her neck. And this matting, guys, does not happen overnight, okay? Another thing that I realize with cats is that if there's one or more cats in the house and you put fragrance on the one that got groomed, or it has a different scent, the other one that didn't get groomed or even if it did get groomed, and they just smell different to each other, they'll start hissing at each other and attacking each other. So I do ask, hey, do you have any more cats in the house? If so, I use a hypoallergenic shampoo that has no scent. No, mi amo. Can you come and see her face? Oh, girl. Mom. Guys, let me just take a moment to go like this to her. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Her chest is also completely matted, as you guys can tell. She's doing that because it's itchy and it feels good. Okay, we're gonna work on this, and I'm gonna actually turn her over and finish her neck, okay? Guys, if you have a cat that's really matted like this at home, please do not attempt to do it yourself if you're not a professional. Because you might nick the cat, and then the cat will be even more difficult for the professional groomer. So just take it to a vet, take it to somebody that specializes in cats, that's very knowledgeable in them, and that has groomed cats before, okay? Because it might not go well if you try this at home. I'm just letting you guys know. Hold on, mommy. Hold on. We're almost out. We're almost out, girl. This big one. Hold on. Look at that. That was on her chest. And she's letting me know right now that she's getting a bit impatient. That's another reason why you should leave it to a professional, because cats, they'll be cool in the beginning. But, you know, once they say I'm done, it's I'm done. So you kind of have to be slow, but efficient, but slow in this type of scenario. Stay. All right, I'm gonna put her her cone again. And I did switch my blade, guys, to a 30. Why? Their bellies are so thin. I gotta watch out for her nipples. And she also has mats on her armpits. Stay, mama. And notice how I'm kind of putting my body weight a little bit on her. Just so she understands that I'm not gonna want to let her go. Stay, mommy. Stay. cats, guys, like, you're gonna have to figure out what they're okay with and what they're not okay with and kind of adjust. Stop. Armpits are... Alright guys, because she won't let me kind of turn her over and stay that way, I'm gonna lift her up like this. She's mad right now. That's fine. You're okay, Mama. I'm gonna see what she'll give me to work with. Okay. Cats also like to hang on to the edge of things. Don't ask me why. They just feel secure that way. So if they're hanging on to the edge of their table, it's just a way of holding on to something, feeling a bit secure. Okay, Mama. Right here in the back of the legs, they have a flap of skin. If you could just go up close. So I never go this way. I don't go like this, especially if they have the mat, because you could cut this skin open. So I always go like this, not like that, okay? Like this. Okay. Stay. Stay, Mama. So her tail is going. That's usually a sign of, I'm getting tired of you. Which is okay. But she's letting me do this, so she's very tolerant, which I love. She understands that I'm helping her. You're okay. We're almost done with her pre-shave, and then we're gonna get her in the bath. I really want to shave this inside of her thigh before I go ahead and do it. You see how she went to the corner there of the table? That's fine. Let them hang out there. And what you want to do is get as much hair as you can, because cats do dry a lot slower than dogs. So if you're gonna pre-shave a cat, that's cool. Just make sure you knock out as much hair, okay? Also, never yell at a cat. They're not gonna understand you. You're gonna be exhausted. It's not gonna go well. I don't fight with cats, I negotiate with them. And I do reward them, okay? She is gonna get a reward right now. Okay? And for them, a reward is this, okay? This, right here, right here. You make them feel good like this. Good girl, murmur. So her armpits have no mats. Her belly pretty much has no mats. I just have to neaten her up. Also, if you guys didn't know, cats get undercoat on top of their head. Watch this. And by their ears, okay? So I'm gonna brush this out so that shampoo could really go to her scalp. Look how much. This is what creates mats. Okay? So if you're bathing and brushing your cat, do not forget the top of the head, because there is undercoat on there. And behind the ears, even sometimes on the ears, I find pieces of hair that need to be brushed out. Good girl, Murmur, you see? I helped you, Murmur. You're so silly. It's a nice day to feel your neck. Alright, so come and see her ears. Her ears are extremely dirty, okay? I don't think that they're infected, but I will have a talk with her parents, because they've definitely, again, guys, I don't judge, I educate. I put these kids on a schedule so this never happens again, but I do want to make these videos because I want to bring awareness on situations like this, and it kills me because sometimes I think, oh my God, again, how many cats in the world are running around and owners are just oblivious on their state. So if you have a cat like this at home, do something about it. If you know somebody that has a cat like this at home, please do something about it. Animals, we are their voice, so make sure that you're there taken care of. Even if it's not yours, be their voice. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and clean her ears. I will link the ear cleaner below on what I use. It does not have alcohol, it has witch hazel, but it cleans perfectly. Alright, again, it's something new to her. We're gonna have her smell it. Good girl! So they understand it's not a threat. You see, she... little mama. Guys, sorry, I'm very weird when it comes to like talking to cats. Good. So now we know that this is like a birthmark. This is not dirt. This is a birthmark. Her ears were dirty though, and I'm gonna go in there with a Q-tip. Okay. There you go, Murmur. And I don't go deep. I just go right there. Hold on. Okay. Alright guys, it's bath time for this little lady. I'm gonna prep the soap. I'm gonna prep her real quick. I'm gonna do a figure 8, which is what I do with all my cats. I'm gonna put a cone on her. Do I think that I'm going to... Oh, you have another... Oh, okay, so she's letting... She has one more little mat right here. Come here. There you go, Mama. Is that what you were feeling? There you go. That's what she was letting me know. They'll let you know when they have mats. Cats love to be clean. They love to be clean. Okay, I'm going to do a figure 8. We are going to bathe her in menthol. Menthol has no scent, but it smells like menthol. It smells like menthol, but it won't leave a scent. That's what I meant. And it's so soothing to their skin. I love it because I know that it's really refreshing, especially when they've had mats for a really long time, okay? I will also link the shampoo that I use. The type of menthol shampoo that I use is by Double K. My really good grooming friend told me about it, and I'm forever thankful. So I'm going to loop this around, and that is going to serve like a quick release, because when they get scared, cats will jump like popcorn, okay? The last thing you want is for them to be stuck on there and they're jumping around. She is going to get scared of the water. I'm going to make sure the water is pretty warm, very warm. Cats like warm water, you see? She gets scared of the water. You got to be 2 steps ahead when it comes to grooming cats. You got to already know what they're going to do before they do it, okay? So you don't get caught by surprise. That's the trick on grooming cats. When you're first grooming cats, it's gonna take a little bit to understand their body language because it's a little different than dogs. But once you understand them and you know how to handle them, guys, easy breezy. Okay, you're okay. So we're gonna make her chill out. She's scared. You see what I see? Okay, now she's pissed. You're okay, Mama. And this is gonna be a very quick bath. Her eyes are dilated. She already peed. Okay, and I had to scrub her. When a cat's going like this, crazy on you, relax. You gotta scrub. You have to scrub them. Relax. Relax. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Mama. So this was my fault. I should have already had the shampoo ready before I put her in. Okay? Good girl, Mama. You're okay. So in this case, you're okay, Mom, okay? So in this case, I'm not gonna do her face. She's already worked up. I'm not gonna do her face. And when you get a cat like this, guys, you can't match their energy. You gotta stay right here. You gotta stay right here. You see, I'm nervous inside. I'm a little nervous inside, but I gotta stay right here. Because these kids, they read you like a book. Okay? I'm gonna try to do her neck. Good girl. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're all right. You're okay, Mama. Come here. Come here. You're okay. You're okay. You see? She feels safe right here. If I was scared of her, I would have not made this happen. So she feels safe. That's what she's telling me. I want you to hug me. She's not aggressive.
No, she just tried to fly out the tub.
Yeah, she just tried to. Okay, I'm gonna test my luck and try with this. I'm going to test it. Okay, good girl. Good girl, Mama. I know. Guys, don't give up on them. Like, she needed this bath. Don't give up on them. You're okay. Come here. Come here. You're fine. Good girl, Mama. Good girl. Again, talk to them. Talking goes a long way with cats. Good girl. We're going to dry her really quick. I'm probably not going to videotape the whole drying process. But I am going to show you guys the finished version of her. And I'm going to do the heated dryer. I also turned off the AC. We're going to make sure that she smells the dryer before I turn it on. I would never turn on a dryer right here while the cat's not looking at me without introducing it to them, okay? That's a no-go. You're gonna have a kitty hat if you do that. Here, mama. Smell. Smell. Underwhelmed. Not amused. Okay. We're gonna put paper towels underneath her tail because I already know how cats do. They like to pee, okay? I am gonna give her a little bit of leave-in conditioner. I will link the leave-in conditioner that I am using on her below, okay? This is just, again, to moisturize her skin. It is safe for cats. This is all natural from Smith&Burton. And before I go ahead and dry her, I'm gonna brush her out. Foxy Roxy, it's really hard for me to get rid of this brush. It broke. I need to get another one, but this brush, whew, it's great because it's really gentle. But it does the job, which I love. Come here. I am gonna turn on our ceiling ventilator thing. Yeah. Start her off. It's gonna be really low at first. I'm gonna put wrong one. I'm gonna put her face on my belly. Okay. Okay, mama, you okay? She already peed in the tub because she was really scared. So hopefully she won't pee again. Gained her trust after that bath, and we dried her. She really enjoyed the drying. Again, cats love heat, so if you're gonna dry them, make sure that it's pretty heated. And yeah, I'm just finishing her up and tidying her up, and you guys will see the finished product when I am done, so stay tuned. Dry her off really quick.
Clouding her twist. Go.
Alright guys, we made it happen. She was very good. She's all done. She's gonna go back home. We're putting her on a schedule. It's all good. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this process. And next time she'll be even better because she'll know us and she'll trust us. And she's a love bug. She was just really scared in the bath. Alright guys, love and light, up and out, Laura Ventura. Bye.
The little face.